Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulletcast, the only sports recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I'm your host, Philip Antoine, and I am the under the weather Mambaraja. I'm joined in studio by the California Kid Mitchell, Mr. No Days Off, the Enforcer, and this week I'm going the Kyle O'Reilly to my Bobby Fish.
Okay, we're twinning today. We should.
Hey, we're the new faces of America,
Mhm.
and we're not Canadian.
God bless America.
God bless America, the US of A. Guys, last week was our longest episode ever.
Yeah.
1 hour and 1 minute and like 53 seconds.
It was our Iron Man match.
We're out here. And
Sean's not here, so it's not gonna be as long, even though he doesn't really talk that much.
Yeah, and also we got some love from Louisiana. We got some fans in the Bayou. They enjoyed the LeVar Ball segment, both of them, when I trashed him and then when I hyped him up. They enjoyed the promo. So
Nice.
thank you, my boy Isaac Bouye.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Go Saints.
All right, and let's get into outside of the ring. Carmella will be on Total Divas, replacing Paige.
Oh man. That means
Oh.
Big Cass will be on Total Divas now too.
Hey,
Hey, okay, I'm down. I'm in.
I'm all for it. Impact Wrestling is no more. They are now GFW.
Great.
Well, it's not. Well, it's TNA. They're still gonna be Impact will be the show, but just no more TNA, which I'm fine with because
So the
they just
GFW Impact.
yeah. So it'll be GFW whatever presents Impact Wrestling.
Okay, well
So no more TNA, which is a good thing because they just
Whatever.
wanted to do it so they get
they
those
had
late night pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying?
they had somewhat of a good run,
I guess whatever keeps the company
Yes.
alive.
The Colognes have they want their release from the WWE.
It's fine.
Good for them.
Can't remember the last time I saw him on TV.
Just SmackDown's roster getting weaker and weaker.
Yes. Heath Slater in August, he will be opening up his own wrestling school, Face to Face Wrestling.
He got kids. He got to support those kids.
He's got kids.
He's got the above ground pool. He wants an in ground pool, I'm sure, at some point.
Oh man. All right. CM Punk to the Bullet Club because Matt, one of the Young Bucks, they tweeted out a picture of the group and they just said at CM Punk.
I'm telling. Last week I said everybody wants CM Punk because that just means more money.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, just shoot your shot and hopefully he says something.
Actually, I was listening to I finally listened to Bruce Pritchard's Something to Wrestle With, and he did a podcast. It was a 3-hour episode. I had to like put it on like a different
What-
speed to get through that.
One day we'll get that far.
Yeah. No, but it was about the rise of CM Punk. It was like his indie career all the way to when he walked out, and because Bruce Pritchard left WWE in about December of '08.
Mhm.
But he credits Punk as being like one of the last territorial wrestlers. Because like Punk,
can
like
see
he
that.
trained people on like a Monday and a Tuesday, and then he'd wrestle throughout the week, and then on Saturdays he'd do a show one place, and then the same day go do another show someplace else, and then the same day go do a third show for like a match, and then he'd wrestle Ring of Honor, TNA, Ring of Honor, TNA, and then TNA said you got to decide, so he stayed in Ring of Honor. Then of course he goes to WWE, and the rest is history. So guys, with all that being said, I mean Vince, he's kind of burned some bridges along the way, kind of, sort of. Triple H has been the one to mend them. I mean, he brought back San Martino. He brought back Brett to an extent, I think, maybe. He brought back Warrior.
Mhm.
Hogan's come back. Jake's come back. With all that being said, guys, will we ever see CM Punk in the WWE ever again?
I think the problem is actually the reverse in this right now. I don't think Vince is the problem with this one.
I don't think Vince is the problem either.
I think Vince could mend those bridges. I think it might be Triple H on this one who may not want him back.
I mean, Stone Cold Podcast, Hunter said he's welcome back.
Of course,
He's
we'll
just
see.
being politically
I mean,
correct.
Yeah.
we'll
Because
see.
I think he is right. I think it's more Triple H is the one that has the heat with.
But I mean,
CM
that
Punk.
would be our generation's Brett coming back. That would be for us. This is what the people were watching had watched that happen way back then.
I mean, Punk, he was a revolutionary.
Yeah.
Changed the game. All right, moving on. R.I.P. to Smith Hart. He was the eldest child of Stu Hart of the Hart family. He died on Brett's birthday.
Oh,
R.I.P. to him.
yeah, our condolences.
Our condolences go out to you. Yes. The Kevin Owens DVD has come out, and a clip has surfaced online of
It was photoshopped.
It
It wasn't real.
Kevin did say it was photoshopped, but it has surfaced of him winning after he wins the Universal title. He hugs Sammy and he tells Sammy that this is ours. Because if you watch the sneak peek that they have on the network, it's like 25 minutes. It was a really good and in-depth thing.
Which I'm fine with putting that part in the DVD, but why would you put that in the sneak peek? That's just unnecessary.
Yeah. Just put the whole DVD on the network.
Yeah, just let us watch it. I'm surprised they're still doing DVDs. Honestly,
Well,
I'm
they
surprised
probably-
that's a thing.
Anyway, Vince can make money.
I mean, yeah,
I
they
mean-
make money. I'm just kind of surprised because the whole point of the WWE
know,
network
like-
is
Like after like a
all
year or
this for
two,
$9.99.
they get on the network usually.
Really, I'm still waiting
mean-
on the Scott Hall one to get on the network.
It's true.
I might have to go buy the DVD. Who
Yeah.
knows?
At least they gave us 24. 24 series is great.
Oh yeah, Kurt Angle's is coming out.
Ooh, that should be good. I
He-
really, really liked Finn's.
He also just had a ride along with a Big Show, so we're gonna have to check that out.
Ride-alongs have been delightful lately.
Yes. Have you checked out Glow yet?
I have not.
Oh,
I have
man.
not. I know.
We're supposed to do the
I-
review.
I want to sit down and just binge it in one day, and
It's
I
only-
have,
Oh,
not
you
a day.
can, yeah.
It's
I
only
just
half-hour
haven't-
episodes.
Yeah, I just
so
haven't
it's
had a
not
day
that
to do
bad.
that yet.
Yeah.
Maybe after this podcast.
Maybe. Paige is ringside at Slammiversary. Of course, Alberto El Patron, he defeated Bobby Lashley to become the undisputed Global Force Wrestling Impact Wrestling champion. You could tell it was her. I mean, look at her tattoos.
Mhm.
She was like cheering Alberto. She had on like a mask. You see her black hair. I'm like, come on.
She had a name tag that had Sarah whatever Bevis on her, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now. Well, because she's still contracted by WWE, so that's why she did all that. Moving on, Del Rio shoots on WWE again after his match with Lashley. He just
Del Rio or El Patron does not care.
he doesn't like
Give zero. Give zero.
his girl's still employed there, man. Just
He just can't keep his mouth shut.
stop, dude.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, man. All right, Maria Menounos, she does like the red carpet events, kind of like the pre-show thing for the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
She had a match at WrestleMania 28. She was like in a mixed tag match. Well, not mixed tag, but she was in a tag team match,
Mhm.
like Kelly and all those girls. She's battling a brain tumor, so hope she gets through that. The Donald, he tweeted out his most retweeted tweet ever. It's him. Somebody put the CNN logo on top of Vince McMahon's head,
Oh,
and it's the
gosh.
clip of WrestleMania 23 where he's beating down Vince outside the ring while Lashley's going at it against Umaga.
Fake news.
Oh man. And so guys, like normally backstage for a WWE event, it's legends and Hall of Famers and people who used to wrestle there, or incoming talent. You know,
Mhm.
guys are about to get signed. Okada was backstage at Raw in Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
So, and a photo has surfaced of him wearing Finn's jacket,
Yeah.
and Finn said, "Welcome to the Balor Club."
Join
So,
Valor Club.
I mean, they said Shinsuke would never come, but look at him now.
It's true.
Guys, could we see Okada in the WWE by the end of this year?
No.
I hope not.
No.
3 years ago, I would have said he was just there to hang out with his friends and say hi to him, like Finn and stuff.
By the
But
end of this
in
year,
this
or
era-
maybe next year?
I think Okada's a better fit in New Japan because at least Shinsuke, he can speak decent English and he's more charismatic than Okada is. He's more kooky and all that stuff. Okada's just a straightforward, kick-ass wrestler.
He's the Superman. He's the good-looking, amazing jawline. I think he belongs in New Japan. I think he could do better there.
and he's only 30, so he has a long way to go.
And he's
29.
well, he's gonna be
29.
30.
He's even younger.
He's-
I also the things I love about him, the things I love about his style and the way he tells a story in a match. I don't think he'd be able to do a lot of that stuff in WWE.
We still haven't seen a real Shinsuke match yet in WWE.
That's true. Also, Gail Kim will retire at the end of this year.
So sad.
Gail Kim, she's one of the very underrated, one of the pioneers for a women's revolution. She actually, the first ever TNA Knockouts champion when TNA, some people say that they were credited to starting that women's revolution, giving these girls a chance, with their Knockouts tag title, the Knockouts title, the matches Gail Kim had with Awesome Kong and who else was over there?
Mickey James.
Mickey James, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Brooke Tessmacher, all those girls.
Mhm.
All right, Gunner from TNA, he had a match with NXT, so possibly sign a contract. We'll see. Congratulations to him.
Some new upcoming talent.
Yes, guys, how do you feel about mixed gender matches?
Right. This came up last week, and I think it's known that I'm a fan of them.
And I'm not.
And he's not a fan of them. I like them. I think they're great. I think that you're able. I don't see a reason why you can't do them. I can see why WWE probably doesn't want to choose to do them, but I think when you do see them, they offer some interesting interplay between the other wrestlers, and I enjoy watching them fight.
How do you feel, man?
I feel they're very unrealistic. Because if a man goes up against a woman, the man should just, beat the woman up. And I don't want to see a man beat up a woman. It's just not, my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I understand. I just don't. When it comes to like not being able to beat them up, I don't see any real difference between a man fighting a woman and a heavyweight fighting a cruiserweight.
Well, I'll tell you this right now.
And
Ronda Rousey would kick my ass. I'll tell you that
yeah,
right now.
and we see cruiserweights fight people. I mean, Finn Balor is skinnier than most of the people in the cruiserweight division.
Why isn't he in the cruiserweight division?
Yeah, why isn't he? That's a good question. But he's skinnier than most of the people in the cruiserweight
But he's
division.
jacked.
But honestly, there's a difference from a man beating up a woman than a fat guy beating up a skinny guy. There's a much bigger difference
Yeah, there is.
than that.
There's a difference. I
Because
just
like
enjoy
when
watching
Lucha
it.
Underground first came out, that's when like the whole NFL woman hitting scandal was happening. They were doing their mixed gender matches. And I was like, it was
With
entertaining.
Sexy Star and
Yeah, and I was like,
Pentagon and all those guys.
it's all right because Lucha is a little different because they're not really hitting each other as much. They're kind of just hurricanranas and throwing people around.
Yep.
But Young Bucks beating up Candice LeRae, bloody face and all. That's a little different.
I was about
Yeah.
to say that.
I mean,
I was about to say
you know,
one of my
people-
favorite. That's one of my favorite matches is Candice LeRae fighting the Young
people
Bucks.
are gonna
I freaking
say,
love it.
it's domestic violence. They're gonna go there with all that, and we don't need all that negative vibes.
I
while
mean, I will just say that in that match, Candice LeRae beats the crap out of the Young Bucks.
she
and,
does.
Yeah, and I will never get tired of watching Candice and Ciampa fight over Gargano. Not that that's happening right now, but when that would happen back in the day, those were great matches.
Yes.
Those two just kicking the crap out of each other.
Some quick this day in wrestling history. 102 years ago today, Joe Stretcher defeated Charlie Cutler to become the world heavyweight champion.
Okay, good
All
good
right.
for him.
Good for him, yes. Also, this is a pretty big one that happened. 23 years ago today was the start of the Vince McMahon steroids trial.
Ooh,
Yes,
that was an era. That was a time.
that was a time. All right, guys. What match would you show a non-wrestling fan that is under 30 minutes?
It's a good one. I've had two that I've been tinkering with in my head.
All right.
I'm gonna give them both. One of them is not one that I would think to show someone, but I had a non-wrestling fan who happened to be in my house, sat down to watch the match, sat down for the whole match and enjoyed it, and that was the UK Championship in NXT, which is just under 30 minutes. The Pete Dunne Tyler Bate match,
Yes.
which was amazing. And that's not one I would think to show a non-wrestling fan because it is very technical and is a very specific style, but the storytelling is there, and the person loved it and now has almost watched as much wrestling as I have and has just been binging it and loves it now. That would have been the one I would not say. My normal go-to would be any match between Austin and The Rock. Just pick one under 30 minutes. They're all amazing. Anyone from WrestleMania. They're all just good picks.
Yes,
17, if it's under 30, I don't think it is, but 17 is a good one.
it is a good one. Brandon, what about you?
So with showing a non-wrestling fan, it's always kind of iffy because they just don't understand or get it, and they'll kind of pick out flaws that you don't really see. So I'll go with Daniel Bryan versus Triple H WrestleMania 30 because that just epitomizes, the love for a wrestler, and you got to show them the video before the Monster video, which
Oh,
is like one of
yes.
my favorite pre-match videos of all time.
The feel-good story.
And 70,000 people getting behind Daniel Bryan, and I think that match is better than the triple threat match. So that's why I'm picking that one instead. So just showing the emotion that wrestling.
It's nice because it
Can
makes
give.
people want to watch the next match too. If they like that one, they're like, oh, I want to see him have to do his next match
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah. Me, the SummerSlam match between Cena and Styles, that was great. But I'm gonna go, because this one was 25 minutes. I'm going Cena Styles of the Rumble this past year. I showed it to Tyner, who we go to the APW shows with, and this week APW, we're gonna talk about that later. See some Willie Mack versus Cody Rhodes. He when Styles kicks out of the Avalanche AA, he was like, "That's it, he's done." And when Styles kicked out, I've never seen this guy look more shocked in his life.
Mhm.
Plus, like these guys, they told an amazing story. It was Cena chasing history. They didn't leave the ring, which I think that was the
Happens
first.
so rarely.
That's the first time I've ever seen that, and I've been watching wrestling since like 2004.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
And you're saying the one with the Rumble, right? So the not second one, but the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I love the one from SummerSlam too, but
I like SummerSlam better.
I
Yeah,
think
I mean, SummerSlam is better. Yes.
I think SummerSlam is a better match. I personally would almost caution from showing a newcomer fan from it because one of my favorite bits of that match is watching Cena go through his 5 moves of doom and seeing AJ scout and stop each one. Which if it's their first time watching a wrestling match, they wouldn't get that. They wouldn't know. And that's one of the weird things about wrestling. You gotta know.
One
the
reason
past.
why I would pick the SummerSlam match is just because Cena's such a big star, and people would know who Cena is, so they'd be like, oh, I'll watch a Cena match. I know who that guy is, and then show them, one of the best matches Cena's ever had,
Oh yes.
trying to get them involved.
That is true. All right. We live in an era nowadays where heels get cheered and faces get booed. What does it take to be a heel in this era and truly get booed?
It just takes a good baby face. That's all it takes.
I agree.
Because if you look, Braun Strowman's getting cheered against Roman Reigns. It's Roman Reigns is the problem. If that was Finn Balor up against Braun Strowman getting thrown off ambulances and stuff, they would be booing Braun Strowman.
Did they boo Braun when he had his thing with Sammy?
I don't know if they.
It was a little bit, but not as big as it is
I
with
don't know
Roman.
if they so much booed Braun as they just cheered Sammy.
See, because the New Japan that happened this weekend, most of the time they were, especially with Cody Rhodes and Okada, you would think that American crowd would get behind Cody, but no, they were
They're
like
booing
at least
Cody.
90% behind Okada on that
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
So that just shows if you have a good babyface and a good heel, they'll go with the babyface every time.
Because I remember watching Final Battle last year with Rhodes and Lethal, and you think Cody would get cheered, but like after he kicked Lethal in the balls, they just started like booing him. They were like, "F you, Cody."
hmm
So
It's a tightrope, but I think you can do it. I think a good face is the key. I mean, it's jumping ahead a little bit, but Enzo shows that if you are a good face, like I want to see this small guy who's not the greatest wrestler in the world. I want to see him go all the way. I want to see him at the top now because he made me want to see him at the top. A
or
good
you
face
or
makes
you
the
could be like
difference.
Randy Orton and just kick guys' fathers in the head.
Yeah,
He got a lot of heat for stuff like that.
yeah.
When he DDT'd Stephanie when he had his program with Hunter back in
When he
2009
when he
leading up to
tied up
Mania.
Hunter to the thing and like made him watch.
As he
Jeez,
kissed
yeah,
Stephanie,
as he kissed Stephanie.
That
So
was,
Shane comes down and is like looking at Randy. He's like, "You and I have differences with me and my family." And like, that is the nicest way to say
oh
what you have
man,
done to the McMahon family.
it was a good program. All right, guys. Last week was a big week for women's wrestling. Uh, they main evented all three shows: Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. But let's
For
talk
it?
about Asuka versus Cross,
Yes,
the first ever last woman standing match.
I thought it was great.
Best out of all the 3 matches.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It was awesome.
of the three of that week, I thought it was great.
They told a very good story. It was hard hitting. Nikki Cross, she surprised me. She has a nice little move set going on.
I love Nikki Cross. I think she's great.
I know I didn't realize she was Scottish. Shout out to her.
Oh yeah, she's got that thick accent.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
will say, I think the wrong person won that match.
No,
Really?
Asuka has to win that match.
And I'm gonna and
Asuka
even
has
more.
to win.
I mean, she surpassed the Goldberg undefeated streak.
Yeah, I think Asuka needed to lose the title a long time ago. Personally, I think that
Here's what you do with that. You kayfabe injure Asuka, or if she actually gets injured, I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But kayfabe injure Asuka. You vacate the title in NXT. Ember Moon and Nikki Cross can go
You don't
after.
even have to do that. You can just do what they did with Paige. She gets called up.
I
And
mean,
just,
yeah, you can do that,
you could do
but
that.
like she would have to lose it eventually. Let's keep the streak alive while she goes on the main roster.
My only problem is that I've watched now Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and even in some respects Billy Kay and Peyton Royce potentially become stars
Shout out to Peyton Royce.
and not because they don't want to have Asuka drop the title. Like I was watching the match and thinking like if there's anyone who this match should encapsulate, this is a Nikki Cross match. Nikki Cross's character is the insane psycho who never gives up and keeps going, but because Asuka has to win this match, Nikki Cross has to lose the last woman standing match. I don't know. For me, Asuka has her thing and who she is, and I
Yeah.
think other women wrestlers have suffered because they've wanted to make her
I think
invincible.
the problem with this match is like the face and heel dynamic wasn't totally clear because Asuka
They're both
kind
heels.
of they're
Asuka, she's a tweener.
Asuka was basically turned heel when the face against Ember Moon.
Yeah.
She
Which-
cheated to win. I don't know
This
how
is
in
kind of
tweener that
I mean
is.
this is honestly just building up to Ember Moon probably winning at SummerSlam.
Takeover
So-
Brooklyn 3.
I mean
Yeah.
it was a great match. Asuka barely wins. She like kind of rolls off the edge of this whatever announce table just to
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah.
So it was very close, and not many risks taken. The only real risk was that suplex on the chairs when was it Asuka that I thought hit her head on the ramp.
Yeah, that looked gnarly.
that was the
That
worst one by
scary.
far.
Shout out to Mauro Ranallo calling this match.
Glad
Great
to-
commentary adds to.
Great to have him back.
It really
Missed Mamma
adds
Mia.
to it.
Missed
Yes.
Missed Mamma Mia, man.
Percy Watson doesn't do anything. He says like 4 words the entire hour.
I haven't seen him since he was on NXT. That was like 2010, 2011.
Well, he's been commentating for like a year now.
I know, like when I saw him like back when he first got on the commentary desk, I was like, he's still employed there?
I guess so. I mean, of course, that is why he is NXT.
They
He's
need
there to
one.
get
They
better.
need one black guy on every commentating desk. You know that.
Sign me up. I'll go.
Yeah.
All
Shout out
right.
to David Otunga. Where's David Otunga at?
I don't know, making
Nope.
movies
You keep him
with
where he
his
is. I'm fine where he is.
superstar
I thought
wife.
I thought he was only supposed to be gone for like 2 months, and it's been like what 3-4 months now.
Eh.
And Booker T is atrocious. Bring back David Otunga. David Otunga was pretty good on
Where's
SmackDown.
Booker T with the shucky ducky quack quack?
I
And
wanna
tell
know-
me you did not just say that,
I want to know more about his Fave 5. I want to know who's in his Fave 5 right now.
bro. I never noticed how like Booker T when he says good, like there's a T at the end.
Good.
That was good.
I
All
feel
right.
like Booker T thinks he's a heel. Because like he like defends heels for like no reason when he's clearly the babyface and Corey Graves is supposed to be the heel. I don't know what's
Shout
going
out to
on.
Corey Graves.
I don't
Shout
know
out
what's
to Corey
going on with
Graves.
Booker
One of my
T.
favorite things about Corey Graves is that even though he is the heel commentator, there are heels that he just hates. He hates Elias Sampson. He just hates him, and I love it. I love that he just
yeah,
can't
Booker
stand
T
him.
defends Elias Sampson, which makes no sense.
No, getting back to Byron Saxton for a second though. I was watching Ride Along with Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, and Nia Jax was in the back seat.
Oh, it was cute.
Did you see that?
I saw it. It was
Byron with his pet puppy names for Nia.
Nia.
That
He's trying.
was a little weird.
Oh weird.
You know, I mean, Nia's not that bad. She's a model.
She's not like most
No.
girls. Hey,
No.
hey.
No, Nia's gorgeous. She's
Nia is gorgeous, but
yeah.
Byron.
But still, Byron.
He's like 36 and lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah,
He's making that Raw money or whatever SmackDown money. I don't
All
know
right,
what he is on now.
I've lost track.
WWE Weekly Challenge. This is a 20-week challenge, week number 6. What's your favorite stable? I mean, we've had the NWO, which brought us to the Bullet Club.
Mhm.
We've had D-Generation X, the Horsemen, probably one of the greatest stables of all time. What's your favorite group, guys?
I'm going AJ Styles Bullet Club
Oh,
because
that
that's
2015 run.
because that's the my first time watching New Japan was during that time when AJ came back and watching Wrestle Kingdom 9
Actually,
or 8.
that is true.
So
I didn't
I'm
know
gonna go with AJ Styles Bullet Club. I never saw Finn Balor Bullet Club,
I didn't either.
but or
First
sorry,
Bullet
did
Club I
I.
saw was
Prince
AJ.
Devitt Bullet Club.
True.
What about you, man?
I'm gonna butcher this because I can't pronounce other languages, but I adore Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Tell us
Jim
about
Jim
that.
Ross
'Cause
like doesn't put in the N or something.
Because first it was just Naito. Just Naito was one of my favorites, but now I love all of them. I love the whole group. Like
Yes.
I love the whole group. It's great.
All right, for me,
Chaos.
Yeah.
I'm going Evolution.
That was my number 2. Evolution's great.
I mean, I've talked about this on the pod before. I mean, you look at the Horsemen, they had all the gold, and then Evolution, they had all the gold, and it was from Flair to Hunter, and then Hunter and Flair to young Orton and a young Dave Batista, and they went out and became some of the biggest stars in the industry. I mean, it was a
They're-
really good breed. It was a really good mix. I enjoyed it.
And they're a group that can get back together at a
It led
moment's
Randy
notice.
Orton to become the youngest world champion in history when he beat
Just so it's not Brock Lesnar's reign anymore.
when he beat. So yeah, that was
Right.
that was pretty nice. No, Brock, he's the youngest WWE champion in history.
No, but that was the reason why they did that. So it wasn't Brock's
Oh yeah.
record anymore.
Gave us that.
Brock at
gave us
25
Gave us
and
the thumb down moment, one of my favorite wrestling moments.
oh, that was a great Randy at 24. All right, let's get into the Raw recap. Enzo Amore and Big Cass.
Shut
so
up. Good.
Cass surprised. He had like his talking's getting like minimal, which is good. And then Enzo, the Tupac references, I was all on board.
Which was kind of weird because he finished and then he came back. So I don't know if that was like he was supposed to finish with that or he was supposed to start with that and he just forgot. But the promo was a little too cute for me, but I still thought it was a good promo because there was like a lot of
With the stunner shades on, I was like, okay,
he had
Zo.
like a scar or something. I thought that was a teardrop. I was like, did he get a new tattoo? But no, it was just a scab.
I love the whole I've climbed out of holes way bigger than 7 feet, like stuff like that. Just I want to see it's hard to imagine him winning this Sunday, but
Yeah.
man, I really would love to see
Do you
him.
think
one
they
day
carry
winning.
this out to SummerSlam?
In Zone Gas?
Yeah. But who would win? They're both like kind of from Brooklyn.
It's true. I think
Once again, if you have a good babyface, the crowd will go with the babyface. So I think Brooklyn will go with Enzo.
which means that Cass would win because the
hope he-
hometowns don't win.
I hope he gets new music.
Which one?
Cass.
Oh, he better. It'd be
Yeah.
weird coming out to having your enemy rapping.
Yeah. All right. Sasha Banks defeats Sasha Banks and Bailey. They defeat Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Alexa taps out.
Course she does.
This is just a clear sign that Alexa will win
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Bailey gets taken out.
Oh, Bailey.
Bailey's out of the equation.
My
More
boy,
ways than one.
my boy LeBron Strowman, has a backstage segment with Kurt Angle, and he demands competition, and he gets it later that night. We're gonna talk about that.
It's also funny that Kurt's like, everyone's already busy. I don't have anyone for you. Literally next segment, he like builds a match between two
Yeah.
different people. I'm like, you just didn't want to give anyone to Braun.
Yeah. All right. Cedric Alexander defeats Noam Dar. Quick work there by
With
Cedric.
Alicia Fox.
Can those people can this feud just
I
end
know.
and both of them
I
move
mean,
off in other
Cedric, he's
directions?
better than this. The first match I saw of his, I think it was like 2014.
Cedric's amazing,
It was an indie match, and he beat AJ Styles, and I was shocked. And I was like,
and I
I like this dude.
I love Noam Dar too. I think
Yeah.
Noam Dar could be doing much better stuff.
I mean, that first and only time I've ever watched 205 Live, he had a match with, I think it was Rich Swann, and I was like, okay, this Noam Dar guy's not bad.
I was really into him back when he was in WCPW. I really enjoyed his short run he had there too.
Oh yeah. All right. Miz TV.
Not as good as last week's. It can't be. I mean, you can't top what happened last week.
I mean, it's
you
obvious. It's obvious that they're trying to just kind of keep last week's momentum going. Kind of. Like, that was kind of the
Yes.
vibe I got.
So the Miz rips his pants while retaining his Intercontinental Championship against Heath Slater.
You know, that's what happens when you're wrestling in $5,000 pants.
I know.
They're just made of satin, and they're just not used to being
can't-
under that kind of
Can't
stress.
really do that, man.
No.
Like, you can't. You just can't
You
do
can't
it.
expect
Man.
an A-lister to have his sports pants ready though.
I know, right? Like, come on, guys. All
Put your
right.
wrist tape on. Apparently, he was expecting something.
I know. All right. Goldust.
I love this feud.
I
I
do
love
too.
this feud so
Do they
much.
have a? I don't even think they have a match at the
I
pay-per-view.
don't think they have a match at
No, let me-
Balls of
let me
Fire.
check the.
It'll,
No,
it'll
I
probably
don't
be on
think
the
so.
pre-show.
They just
No, the
know
pre-show's
the cruiserweight,
Akira Tozawa
which
and Neville.
is gonna be a show stealer, and I can't. It's gonna be a pre-show show stealer.
Yeah, but they'll probably get something at SummerSlam, possibly. Seth Rollins makes quick work of Curtis Axel. I mean, Kurt Hawkins.
It's okay. They're interchangeable.
Yes, they are. And then after that, Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. This
These guys just keep bringing it.
Joe, he's like, let's do this right now. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it was just Samoa Joe's supposed to be the babyface because he was the badass in that situation.
I thought Brock was a babyface.
No, I mean in that
I
segment,
don't know who
and
is
that's
who anymore.
in that segment, Samoa Joe was a babyface.
Brock talked a lot.
Yeah,
He was like, you're not gonna do nothing,
Brock
man.
Lesnar can talk. Brock Lesnar,
he can talk. We just forget that because doesn't ever.
because he has one of the greatest managers of all time.
He has
with
no
him.
reason.
He's an advocate.
Advocate.
Whatever. He was a manager back in the '90s. Was he an advocate back then?
He's an advocate now.
Okay.
It's times, the evolution, all that stuff.
Okay, one of the greatest advisors
Yes,
ever.
there
you
we go. Then there's a desert segment with Bray Wyatt. I was like,
Man, I wish I cared.
Just more
I love
empty
Bray.
platitudes from Bray.
I love
Yes.
Bray. I love Seth. I wish I cared.
Seth, should Seth go heel?
No. You just turned him babyface.
They
Kind-
didn't turn him at the right time.
Or well in general. I don't know. I don't think you should go heel.
You don't want him to be Kurt Angle and Big Show.
I don't think you should go because he just went through like a whole redemption thing before WrestleMania where he's like, what I did was wrong and
I mean, but go back to 2015.
No.
On top of his game as
he's
a
a
heel.
great heel.
Oh,
He's
man.
he's a great heel.
That, that snarky laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha.
I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do to give his character agency anymore, to give it some momentum because that's what he's lacking.
If he was a babyface when he came back from the first knee injury, he could
Oh.
have been the top guy in the company because that pop he
Oh.
got and everyone was just ready for Seth Rollins, but then he lined back up with the Authority and it just was bad. And then Finn gets hurt, so then like we have to turn him face just because to even out. It was bad.
Yes,
But,
it was.
you know. It is what it is.
He needs a good feud, a good program, and like we were saying, he needs a good. He needs to be a good face, and he needs a good heel. He just needs a good storyline, and he doesn't really have that going right now.
Doesn't have any of that. All right, Alexa Bliss, she has a backstage segment with Charlie Caruso, who is the backstage interviewer. Alexa, she said something that really stuck with me. She said, "That's why you're holding the microphone, and that's why I'm the champ." Alexa, just again, she can really talk. She can her ring work it's pretty decent, pretty
She can
good.
do whatever she wants.
She can.
It's hit and miss, but her
When she's
talking
nice,
is always great.
When she's nice, she makes me believe it. When she's mean, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, no,
She's
she's
one
right.
of those. Finn Balor defeats Cesaro.
Decent match, could be better, but
Yeah,
you know,
he picks up a win over Claudio Castagnoli.
but you know, not the time to.
In another world, this would be like, I could watch these guys wrestle for an hour. These two, I love these two. I would love to see them get more time and get more of a spotlight on them. But one's in a tag team, and the other one is kind of just treading water for now.
Yeah, they should have put Finn against Seth right when Finn got back. That would have made so much sense.
They have a reason to hate each other, but instead they had them tag together.
They're like, no, dude, we're cool. We're
Yeah.
fine.
We're good.
Braun Strowman annihilates Apollo Crews.
Bump of the year.
Bruh, when he
Oh, he
It may
murdered
be
him.
better than John Cone when he took that bump when Braun broke the ring. Like
Oh, yeah,
Apollo
jeez.
was it a moonsault?
Pop-up
Yeah.
power. No, it's not a pop-up. It's like a
No,
power.
when
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
It's just a
Apollo,
standing moonsault.
yeah, he was going for the standing moonsault, and then Braun just like kicked him. I was like, oh my
I thought he
god!
was dead.
Like I thought he was hurt. I was like, is somebody gonna hold up the X? Like,
Yeah. Apollo Crews could he's another person who could be a main eventer. He just needs to be a good face.
Those big traps.
man, I haven't seen traps that big since Eddie Guerrero.
I haven't seen traps that big since Jinder Mahal.
Oh god.
All right, then the big dog gets some comeuppance.
Yep.
I hope that means the Braun's winning.
He's not finished with you, Braun.
That's what I hear.
That's what I would like to see. He's not finished with you yet.
I hear some rumors.
I've heard rumors too.
I know
Roman might be facing Brock at SummerSlam. It could happen.
Could happen.
I know that he already did it, and maybe they could have saved it for this. But man, I would love Braun to throw Roman into the ambulance, close the door, and then flip the ambulance. That's the ending I want. That's what I want to see.
Oh man. All right. Let's get into the SmackDown recap. The Great White Hope is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I heard a few weeks ago that they were gonna reignite a feud of his. I was like, oh, this is gonna be KO, but no, it's Handsome Rusev.
It's my boy. It's Ruru. I love this
When
man.
your girl gets 3 title matches and you are stuck jobbing to John.
Yeah, gosh. I get that he's a foreign heel.
He's not a foreign heel.
He
He
needs
lives.
to-
He lives in Nashville.
he
Loves
needs to
country
be-
music. Loves the Nashville Predators.
He needs to be a face.
He loves America.
He's so likable.
I know.
He's
I
so
do enjoy
likable.
Handsome Rusev.
I love Rusev so much.
But John, he had a good promo as
It was
always.
nice run.
He was like, I'm not a part timer, I'm an all timer. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then he started naming guys on Raw, and when he said Roman Reigns, I'm like, bro, make that happen.
That's a WrestleMania main event. Make it happen.
It probably is.
WrestleMania
Let's
main
be real.
event. Will it be better than Hogan versus Rock?
Yeah.
No.
It'd be a better match.
Oh, match wise, yes.
Might be a better match, but
Noise what?
No.
Prop?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, give maybe 10 years from now.
All right. I did some research about the boy John. These are his most face opponents ever. This includes like Raws, SmackDowns, pay-per-views, and house shows.
Randy Orton #1.
He actually is.
There you go.
Edge,
150 matches or something.
171 matches against Edge,
Mm.
175 against Big Show, and against Randy Orton, 257.
Oh my gosh.
Does that count house shows?
Yes, that counts all that.
Oh god. That's why.
That's a lot.
You know what? I think it's time for another one.
I do think it's time for another one. Hey, fight forever, right?
If anyone's good, they should retire each
Hey,
other.
man.
Put that match on ice for 5 years.
Bro, Brett had Shawn, Rock had Austin, Sasha has Charlotte.
It also just helps that their movesets like kind of like meld together so well. Like the AA goes into the RKO so well.
Or-
There's so many little moves. It's like, oh, that can be transitioned into this
Yeah,
move.
I was
Mine.
at Hell in the Cell 2014, and Cena went for one of those shoulder tackles, got caught with an RKO. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
All right, AJ Styles defeats Chad Gable.
Good match.
Fuck.
Chad Gable. I like Chad Gable.
I love Chad.
You know,
Gable.
I didn't realize like Chad Gable was that short. Dana Bryan is taller than Chad Gable.
Yes,
I did not know that.
but the amateur wrestling style brought me back to my glory days.
So what's going on with American Alpha? Are they single wrestlers that just hang out together now, or are we gonna get a team run out? They're one of my favorite tag teams in NXT, and I don't know what's going on now.
Hey, 2017 is the year of the breakup.
I know, but they don't have a reason to break up.
We have
They
another
don't.
breakup coming,
Oh yeah, the Hype Bros.
Oh yeah, that's
We're
that's
gonna
on
get
its
to
way.
that.
which
But
we
the,
talked
uh,
about a couple weeks ago.
The Carmelibration.
Celebration.
Yes, thoughts. The boy James Ellsworth suspended for 30
Dana
days.
Bryan laying down the law.
Yeah.
Bruh. That's that parenting in him.
I love the minute that he's that he's like, if you break this, I'll be taking the briefcase away from Carmel, and immediately Carmel's like, Ellsworth, why don't you leave? Here, let me help
Yeah.
you out of the stadium.
All right, Naomi retains the women's championship that
What
lights up now.
Well, it's good to see that
No.
the WWE is taking
What do you think about the title?
Lana about as seriously as we are.
Going back to what Rock said about the spinner WWE title, the championship should not look like a toy.
Yeah.
It does look like a toy.
I get it's her gimmick and all that. Like she can light up.
Like I'd be okay for side plates lit up, which would be kind of cool. But
Yeah,
not-
her side plates. Yeah.
Not the entire WWE logo. That's just a little too much.
I mean,
You know.
Mark Carrano, John Laurinaitis, creative, whatever you guys. I don't know, but
Mark Carrano kind of creeps me out a little bit. Do you watch him on Total Divas? He's very touchy feely with the women.
yeah, I feel like he's done things and they're not saying anything.
He gives me a weird vibe.
We'll see. I'm sure it will come.
He's like the Donald Trump, going in the locker room wishing them good luck. You know what I'm
Vince
saying?
needs to be like, get out of here. You're fired, damn it. Yeah. All right. Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin.
Shinsuke showing that fire that we need to see.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just what, a 30-second little thing, and it was great.
And
This
then the fact that he got knocked down, got back up, kept fighting
I
Baron.
know he gave him
Unlike,
that forearm. I was like, ooh.
unlike everyone else in the WWE, where it's like, oh, I got attacked from behind. I don't remember how to fight anymore. This guy should.
Hey, that's that strong
see,
style.
like every little thing in this show was really good. So this is why I'm saying like this is like the best SmackDown like a couple months.
Bro.
This is a really good show.
I agree.
Now let's talk about this rap battle.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh, what did I say?
It was great.
I said months ago somebody needs to reference what happened
It was
with
a good
Paige
reference.
and Woods,
It was a good
and
reference.
they finally did it.
Mm-hmm.
My boy said, "You get rated R like Xavier Woods." I was like, "Oh!"
The crowd popped huge for that.
Bro, I stopped what I was doing and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Popped so huge they said it twice.
Man, I mean the Xavier he had a few of them.
Yeah,
I
Xavier was
wonder.
great,
I
especially
wonder.
the end.
I wonder if Woods was like, yeah, you can say it. I bet you not that many people know what he's talking about, but that entire crowd knew what he was talking about.
Talking smack, Daniel Bryan was like, there was a reference to an X-rated video. I was like, "Oh, Daniel knows."
Yeah.
All right.
Daniel seen it.
No, exactly.
You know, when Brie was pregnant, he
Oh
had to
my
get
God.
his. He had to do something. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What? Xavier.
Did you see Kofi Kingston? Or I think it was today. Did you see his thing that he posted today?
No.
It's him admitting that he's an idiot and that stop signs aren't hexagons.
Yeah, they're octagons.
They're octagons, and it's him looking at a picture and going, "Oh crap."
Yeah, but what else happened? Xavier Woods, he told him that he's on Total Divas.
Yeah, and they carry Roman's bags.
That was funny. And then
That
he was like,
good.
I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
Yeah, that was nice.
Shout out to having Wale on there.
He did a great job.
He's
too.
a super wrestling fan. I'm okay with celebrities who are wrestling fans.
I saw
Respectful.
Wale at WrestleMania.
Bro.
Kept it about the two guys and didn't talk about himself at all, even when it was him like
Wearing the
stuff with
Wolfpack
crowd.
shirt. That Wolfpack shirt was fire.
Yeah. After this, you guys should check out a freestyle he did to the instrumental of Razor Ramon's theme song.
I've already heard it.
I liked it.
Not. I will listen to it.
It's way better than those crappy things What Culture does.
It really is. Wale, he spits
Wale's,
some fire.
a real rapper.
I know he spit some fire, man. Shout out to my
But
boy Wale.
let's not joke. Usos bodied New Day.
Oh,
Usos destroyed that. They won
that one line.
itself.
That one line was all it took.
That one line. All right. Aiden English defeats Randy Orton. Disqualification. Yada yada yada. The Maharaja had a promo. It's the same thing we've been hearing for like the last couple
I will
months.
say, I did like the end of Randy Orton's thing, where it's like people don't not like you because of the language you're speaking. People don't like you because you're an a-hole. I enjoyed that, and
What
then
if-
he just
I
walks
thought he
off.
was gonna say,
What have I been saying? That's exactly what I said people should say about Jinder Mahal.
or I thought he was gonna say people don't like you because you suck or something
Yeah.
like
Well, it's
that.
because obviously the reason I don't like him is because his matches are boring and because he's
there's-
uncharismatic.
There are brown people who like wrestling. Look at me. I'm brown. I like wrestling. I don't hate Jinder Mahal because he's brown. I hate him because he sucks.
One Singh brother has more charisma than Jinder
Bro,
Mahal.
one of them looks like a foot. One of them just looks horrible. I'm like, oh my god. Like, why does Vince let you on TV? All
'Cause
right.
He's Indian. He's Canadian Indian, just like
Oh
Jinder.
my god. Moving on. Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. I was glad to see him.
It's good to see him back.
Tanae Young.
Tanae Young.
I need to see more of her.
Brazongo is one of my favorite things in wrestling right now.
Hey,
Tyler Breeze can't pass off as a woman.
but
He can.
Tyler,
I mean, he goes, do some drag shows. He'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
Ty Dillinger and Tanae Young, they're both Canadian, and they're both perfect 10s.
You think Tanae Young's a perfect 10?
Ty Dillinger thinks so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he decides.
I
He's the
know
man.
he's the perfect 10.
No, that was great. I loved all of that. And then Fandango in the background with the
Fandango.
Fandango in the background with the mop
Yes.
being the janitor. Just kinda sneaking up.
With his mustache.
Oh my gosh.
Fandango almost
The
kissed
power
him.
of love is interrupted again by Sami Zayn.
And cameras that don't work.
Yeah, I love Sami Zayn
Oh yeah,
so
that
much.
was hilarious. I was like, what's going on? So I
Huey
guess
Lewis
that's
in
where
the
we're
news?
going.
That's little Huey Lewis in the news shout out.
I know. I guess that's where we're going now.
I mean, I'm fine. I love it that it's a feud that is beginning because Sami Zayn is instigating it, but he doesn't realize it. It's like what he's doing is what a heel would normally do to be like, love is stupid. Except he's a face who's just accidentally getting in the way and making the heels more and more angry at him.
Well, the first one was an accident. He was kind of being
But so
sorry, no profanity. I can't say it.
do you want to?
Oh, he was being a weenie do, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, we need to. But I love the music playing and him being like, oh
He was
crap.
he was
Running
being a
around.
Richard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been waiting on Mike Kanellis to wrestle, so we'll see.
Hey, versus Sami Zayn.
I know.
Yeah,
Maria
what's
Shib's
third?
looking nice. I'm
Maria's
surprised.
always looking
Carl,
nice.
Yeah.
will we see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows here at SummerSlam? Do a little
Probably.
crossover?
I hope so. I hope AJ runs into her and they do something with her.
I
That'd be
know.
funny. I'm sure they'll do something. They'll do something
I mean,
for us.
they're bound to have a tag team match
Yeah.
together or something.
Of course, Style becomes the #1 contender to the United States
We all
Championship
knew it was coming.
on the 4th of July.
Of course. Hey,
Shout
but-
out to the boy Kevin Owens though. You're still my guy.
Hey, and tying the top three. Maybe he won't. Maybe they're thinking of letting him climb up the card a
I
tiny
know
bit.
Ziggler was like the first eliminated. I was
He
like,
even take his jacket off. He knew he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna keep this on. It's cold outside. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee after this.
yeah, he was like, I'm gonna go out to the bars after this. Yeah,
Also, tiebreaker.
He's gonna go
Great
get
finisher.
some
Love
fat
the
blonde
tiebreaker.
chicks.
yeah, he changed it because
Yeah,
it used to
it's
be the
like a
Ushigoroshi.
It's like a swing and then land
Yeah.
now, which is cool. I like it.
He had to change it because AJ does the original. Superstar Spotlight. Are we going? Who are we going?
There are so many. That's the thing.
Are we going Usos because of that thing, or what are we?
Usos are definitely up there.
I think Randy Orton had a really good show. He had, showed a lot of fire in that
He wasn't boring to
in
you.
that in that Aiden English match.
He wasn't. He
and
wasn't boring to you.
No, he wasn't boring. He was, showed a lot of good fire and that good promo at the end. Randy Orton's kind of stepping his game up.
For me personally, I think the rap battle was good. I think that one fire line was good, but for me, I'm gonna give it to Enzo. I thought Enzo's promo was great. It blew me out. It blew me away.
Okay.
We're finally having. Usually we always agree on this.
Yeah,
one.
know.
no, Enzo was my MVP. That face promo.
I mean, Chad Gable, he had a good showing.
That was one of the best matches. We
Uh,
forget that these are wrestling shows sometimes.
There's
And-
only like what 3 matches on the entire show.
Yeah.
I-
And one of them was 6 seconds.
I might have to go Usos just because of that line. I mean, they.
It was a good line.
So down the line, will we hear about Bray's affairs with JoJo?
I mean, you can't really say it because JoJo's there.
When enough time has passed,
Yeah.
maybe.
Like,
Yes.
you can't say it with JoJo there.
Yeah, true. And how often do they actually refer to the announcers like by name ever? They never refer to them as people. So
Well, they always
probably
get the
not.
little name tag, don't they?
The
Usually they
little
do.
GFX, the little graphic.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Great Balls of Fire predictions.
Here we go.
Akira Tozawa on the kickoff show, he takes on the champion. No.
Hold on. Have you gotten used to Great Balls of Fire yet? Is it still stupid?
The balls are coming.
The Great Balls.
I like it. As
It-
long as they do a couple more pay-per-views
I mean, look at
named
this.
after
Look at this
classic
card.
songs.
Look at this card.
No, this is so far one of my favorite cards of the year.
The next pay-per-view, I'm gonna call it Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah, just
The funny thing is I would not be surprised. I'd probably be fine with it.
All right. So, Neville or Tozawa.
Neville, king of the
Neville.
cruiserweights.
I say they build up Cedric and let him take it off of him. Because
I
he has
will-
a good finisher.
Yeah.
The
I will also say, I think Neville, I know that his thing is that he's serious and he's just pissed off and he doesn't really care. For pay-per-views, I'd like to see him coming out a little bit more kingly. Maybe like a
robe, like
not like a king's
Wade
robe.
Barrett used to do.
Not like a king's robe. I'm thinking more like, I don't know, people who watch maybe a little more of a Stark kind of thing, like the Starks of Game of Thrones, like a kind of like a fur,
Okay.
something a little northern and darker looking, just something that shows that he thinks he's the king of the cruiserweights.
Can we bring back the King of the Ring though? Let him
No.
win that.
because every time there's just a stupid king gimmick.
Well, then
Whoever
why don't-
wins.
I would love for them to bring it. You know what? I'm gonna say bring it back. Give it to NXT. Because they need something else. They need
I
something.
know they have like the Dusty Rhodes tag team thing that's kind of died down.
Yeah, and that's for the tag teams, and that's great. They need something else for the.
I
'cause
mean,
only
I hear
two-
they're coming out with a singles title.
That's true, because only two people can be involved in the NXT Championship title like scene at a time. So it would be nice if they could do something maybe. Because what is the tag team? The Dusty Rhodes tag team is in the summer, right?
I think.
Like,
yeah.
So maybe King of the
Summer,
Ring in like
fall.
the fall or something.
Yeah, it's like fall, like October, something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
isn't it usually the fall because they do like the championship match at the
Yeah,
takeover?
yeah.
So if NXT comes out with a singles title, maybe a TV title.
A network title. It can't be
Network
TV. They're not on
title.
TV.
Yeah, network title would be
The NXT Network Champion.
the NXT Network
mean,
Champion.
It can't be a TV title. if
See,
they're
they
on
can't
TV.
use Universe anymore because it got used for the main title. They'll do something. They'll do something
They'll
branded.
find something.
The We Are NXT title. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Enzo Amore, Big Cass.
Cass.
I'll go with Enzo because I think Big Cass might get disqualified.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or counted out or something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Miz versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. I say the Miz keeps it.
and I say he stops fighting Dean Ambrose for a year or more. I
Yeah.
love them feuding, but man, there's some people who need to be fighting for the Intercontinental Championship.
Cesaro and Sheamus defend their Raw Tag Team titles against the Hardy Boys in a 30-minute Tag Team Iron Man match.
Is this what finally breaks the Hardys?
Sheamus and Cesaro, and I think they should it should be, oh, what was that? I'm an idiot. I can't remember words. Not close out. A closeout. Is that the right word?
Final? I don't know.
The final score should basically be some number for Sheamus and Cesaro and 0 for the Hardy Boys. I don't think they should get a single pin because I think that's what could drive them. That's what could break them.
Or just have Sheamus look like he kicked Matt's head off. Because Matt Hardy said that they're coming close to a deal with Anthem and Impact.
He's saying that his urges are too much to contain.
I don't. Did you hear my commentary? He was like, "Wonderful,
He just
delightful."
keeps giving those little.
I was like, "Come on, bro. Just go full broken." Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Seth.
Yeah, Seth. I mean, neither one of them are doing anything with
I
Seth.
care so little. I don't even want to predict.
I still care
Go
about
Seth.
I still care about Seth. He's CrossFit
I care about
Jesus.
both of them. I just don't care about them fighting.
Is Seth atheist?
Seth with his wannabe V-trigger.
Is he what?
Is he atheist? You know, have you heard his promos lately?
Oh yeah, I guess he must be.
I mean, he's an atheist that looks like
yeah.
Jesus.
V trigger. He could. We might even.
His
Be able,
wannabe Rainmaker V-trigger.
he might actually be able to finally establish that he has a finisher.
Bring back the curb stomp. Just saying. Alexa versus Sasha. Alexa for the Raw Women's title.
I know it's not going to happen, but I'd like to see a double turn here. I think
A double turn.
I think
for
Alexa Bliss could be a good babyface, and
know
Sasha
what?
could be a good heel.
Bailey comes out, tries to help Sasha, doesn't get it done, and then Sasha's like,
screw you and.
because Sasha was at her best in
'cause that-
NXT when she was a heel, and they
Oh.
were chanting, "Sasha's ratchet." No, she's not.
Because that's what Bailey needs
was a good
is
chance.
a Sasha feud. Because Sasha can bring the best out of Bailey, and Sasha would need to be a heel. But I'm not predicting a double turn, but I think Alexa is going to win because they'll build up to the Nia Jax Alexa Bliss thing, which I don't know who would be the babyface in that one either.
Yeah, true.
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman ambulance match. I'm going Braun.
Rumors are speculating that
I'm
Roman's.
I'm going with my heart.
Might
I'm going
win.
Braun.
Actually, you know what? I might have to. I
I'll
might
go
have
with
to
Roman. I'm going with Roman.
I
There
might
you
have
go.
to go Roman. Looking at it, he lost. What did he lose?
He's lost a
Payback.
lot
He lost
lately.
Extreme Rules. He can't lose three
But
in a row.
he was standing tall at the end of the show. That usually means you're not going to win.
That does. And then this is going to be very good. Brock Lesnar defends the big red title against a man named Joe.
This is the main event. It better be the main event.
Oh, it has to be
No,
the
it's
main
the main.
event.
It's the main title. What else
It's,
is the main event?
it's Brock Lesnar. He's the main event.
I know, but Vince in his love with Roman. Vince.
Brock's gonna win.
I'd love to
all-
see an actual, vintage 2002 Brock Lesnar wrestling match.
All their storylines are kind of shaped around Brock being the champion, at least to SummerSlam, if not longer. So Brock's gonna win.
I mean, can we see like some old school Brock when he used to like shoot on guys like double leg and stuff like that?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
That'd be
me too.
nice.
Because
I feel like Samoa would be someone who'd be down to go all the way with him, go hard.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with Suplex C, but when that's all
Does
he does,
does
it's a little too
Brock
much.
break out with the Kimura?
Nah,
Maybe.
I think
Because that was a big thing when he first came back. Like
Mhm.
it looked like he was actually breaking guys' arms. I was like, oh my god.
Nah, I think he's gonna pin him.
Yeah,
I think
but-
Samoa Joe will give a good fight. I think it's only gonna be like a
What-
10-minute match,
Bro, what if? What if Joe? That'd be a big swerve because
Oh, just what if he wins? And
yeah, like
okay.
we
Thought
wouldn't
there was more
expect
than
it
that.
because like they do the one thing now.
hmm I would like. Yeah. What happened to that? I mean, what happened to not doing the three? Like that's the
three,
rule.
I know, but like they've added like a more
They only do
sports realism now to it. So
they only
And
do
I'll-
3 when they're gonna kick out.
And I feel like maybe it's supposed to imply that there's an urgency to the Coquina clutch because it's like, oh my gosh, he got it in. He might be dead. I need to end this match now.
yeah.
I would love to see Samoa Joe win. That would make me so happy. I just don't think they're going to. I
Yeah.
don't think the story's there.
Maybe
It all
maybe
builds
further
to Roman Reigns.
further down the line. Guys, how would you rebook the House of Horrors match?
Okay, we were all there, right?
Yes, I was there.
Okay. The main problem for us is that we were there, and it sucked watching a TV screen standing in a stadium because we were there for a live show. The stuff like R Squared Circle and the IWC, yeah, and IWC, a lot of them really enjoyed it because they were watching it at home on a TV screen. That doesn't really matter to them. They're like, oh, it's whatever.
Well, we are the minority.
Yeah.
You have to think about that.
So we were actually there. I still think you could have made it better. I think the main thing is it needed to be crazier.
I mean, here's what you do. I mean, because like when it comes to production, WWE they're the top. Nobody does it like them. That whole like in the house thing, you do that, but you air it on SmackDown. And then like Bray gets in the limo and he's like, "Take me to the arena," and it says "To be continued at Payback." That's all you had to do.
And
That's all.
the match at Payback needed to be more ridiculous too. I wanted to see like buckets of blood and like and just
You have
crazy
to
stuff.
you have to pick one, either all in the ring or all at the house. You can't do both.
I mean,
You can't do both. You have to do one or the other.
then they would need some type of structure in the ring. Like, then what's a House of Horrors match?
I think that was their problem is that because I mean you heard that when they booked it they didn't know what it was yet.
Exactly. So, I mean, you can do this whole house thing, just air it on SmackDown, and then
No.
when we get to the arena,
What you do is you hire Matt Hardy
Oh
to
my
consult what to do in a House of Horrors match. You do the entire thing at Bray Wyatt's compound, and you just go full on, final deletion craziness.
go full retard.
Just fucking. Sorry, just go for it, and it just make it just so stupid. Okay,
hey man,
just go for it.
we're out here with the F bombs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cool.
No profanity.
Who
cares?
cares, man? I
Yeah.
don't think we're ever gonna go to the radio. Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah, whatever.
I think it was just it was poorly timed match.
Yeah.
Because like by the time they came back to the ring, we didn't care about this, and
Yeah.
we just
Bro, when I
crapped all
saw
over
Jinder,
it.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, we got to see Jinder Mahal.
They were cheering for him because that was pretty bad. All right. So the G1 happened. Is there dissension in the BC?
We're just not going to talk about the G1 at all.
Oh no, we're gonna get
one
to
of
all
the
that.
best shows of the
It was
year.
great.
We're gonna. But is there some dissension in there because Kenny tried to throw in the towel for Cody?
Kenny is the man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. I honestly, and that's what makes me excited because I could predict, oh, it's gonna end in A, B, and C, but I don't know where it's going.
All right. Also, they crowned a champion, Kenny
Spoiler-
Omega,
Spoiler alert.
who is Canadian,
Okay, we're not.
who also has the initials KO. He is the other United States champion.
This is for Kenny Omega, not Kevin Owens.
It says Fight Owens, fight on the back. Of
Well,
the
they don't see that. They don't see that.
I do.
No, but
Fight Omega fight.
No, it's great. I'm glad he has a championship. I think that will. Does that make? Do we see? I guess. Because
Well, he was
Okada
talk- he
Omega
was-
3 will.
Well, he was
will not be
talking
for
about
any
the
titles.
G1 already in his press conference afterwards.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about, he hates tournaments, but he got to do what he got to do. And he's gonna fight Okada. He's gonna beat him. Gonna go on win the G1. He's just gonna, do everything.
That'd be a really great moment for Wrestle Kingdom if he's like threatening to like unite the U.S. title and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, IWGP, as being like, I will take this to America.
Because that can really make the U.S. Championship bigger.
Yeah.
Is having like a double championship match at Wrestle Kingdom.
does he not say that he's Canadian, like in Japan?
No.
He just says he's part of Bullet Club. That's really all that comes up.
Ah.
I mean, they don't really talk about.
Bullet Club is just that.
He's just a gaijin. That's all that matters.
He's just Western.
Yeah.
It's all kind of.
I mean, like when I woke up, I saw KO new U.S. champion. I was like,
he was already the U.S. champion.
I know. I was like Kevin Owens. I was like, he lost it. No, I saw it was Kenny Omega. I was like, oh, okay.
So,
But he had a nice one with Jay Lethal.
what did you think of the New Japan show, Mr. Hater?
It was a good match.
I've seen better.
The first one?
Of course you have.
The first
When?
show?
Where?
I've seen better. I've
Those
seen
l-
better shows.
Those last 3 matches were all amazing. That match with Okada might have been Cody Rhodes' best match
I think that was Cody Rhodes' best match.
ever.
His selling was pretty good.
It was really good. He got booed like he should.
Yes, a heel getting booed in
I got-
2017.
They made me believe at times. They made me believe that he was gonna take that when he did with I can't believe he used the Rainmaker on Okada. That was amazing.
Yeah,
He used the one with the angel on Okada. He
He
was still
did.
going to.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
It was a good match.
But shout out to New Japan having.
Shout out to Ishii. Ishii MVP this week.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
All great matches.
Shout out to New Japan having their tournament here on American soil. Could be the first of many.
hopefully.
They said they're coming back next year.
If only.
All right.
Hey, come to the-
Omega said he wanted 20,000 seat building, but they didn't listen to him. They only did 2,000. So next year they're going to do bigger, better. They're going to the Staples Center. They're selling out the Staples Center.
All right. APW is this Friday. Mitchell, do you have your ticket?
I do not. I have a call in that day for work, so fingers crossed I don't get called in. I just can't buy a ticket or even think about it until I do that call in.
Oh man.
They might sell out again like they did whatever last time.
And if they
Oh, yeah.
and I will be very happy for them if they sell out, but I will be sad for myself.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. Adam
Looks amazing.
Thorstow, who is a former APW Universal Champion, the real Universal Championship, for the first time ever, he will face the Guru of Greatness, John Morrison.
Mhm.
We're gonna see what is it?
Glows, John Morrison.
Yes.
I love John
Luster, the legend, he's going to try to get his title back. He's going up against Jeff Cobb, a former Olympic wrestler. He's the
Been on
current.
PWG.
Yes, he's a former he's a current APW Universal Champion. Also, the special attraction match, the Mac, Willie Mack. He's going up against Cody Rhodes. That's gonna be an interesting one. Willie Mack, he can go.
I want to see what Cody does. He's had a tough couple weeks. See
Yeah.
if he,
Bro, I didn't.
kind of eases off the gas a little bit.
I thought he only wrestles like on weekends. He wrestles like every day.
Yeah,
He just had a tag match with Joey Ryan like yesterday or something.
Yeah, and then he's wrestling tonight. Tomorrow he's wrestling in like Jersey or something.
Somewhere.
Then he's gonna be wrestling Friday here. Then he's gonna go like to Georgia.
It's amazing.
But they just signed something in August. He defends his NEW championship against Jerry Lawler in August.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Jerry Lawler.
Make that money, Cody.
Heart attacks don't stop him.
Nope.
He's still
Apparently
good.
not.
Is Brandy gonna be there?
Be careful. Be
I don't
careful.
think so.
Be careful, Lawler.
But if you,
Because last time I didn't get the picture, so this time I want the picture.
I thought you got the picture.
No, I didn't. I only got an autograph, but Brandy was there, and I wanted the picture.
She was nice. I shook her hand. Nice lady.
She seems like a very nice person.
Yes. If you see any of
Very
us
nice.
come, wonderful.
Oh gosh.
If you see any of
Delightful.
us, if you see any of us,
Orgasmic.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
If you see any of us, please come up, say hi. We will be handing out our cards because that's what we do. We have business cards.
We're a business, man.
Yes.
We're not,
All right.
We're not just businessman. We're a businessman.
Yes.
Shout out Jay-Z 444. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
I don't know what he's saying, but come say hi to us. We'll be
You
nice.
guys don't. Come on, you don't know Jay-Z?
Oh, I know.
444?
I know.
Come on.
I know
I
of
heard.
Jay-Z.
I heard some similarities. It reminded me of my boy Notorious B.I.G.
Come on, Jay-Z. Drop that album on Apple Music so I can listen to it.
Drop
I'm
it on
not- I'm-
Spotify.
Yeah, put your
Is it
music
on
back on
Spotify yet?
Spotify. He took all of his music off Spotify.
Bro, what are you, Taylor
It's
Swift?
all gone.
Come on,
Not
guy.
anymore, because Taylor Swift put all
I
her
know,
music
Taylor Swift
on
is the real
Spotify.
one.
Lemonade's still on Tidal, not even on Apple Music.
Bro, I'm gonna be sitting there listening to my Taylor Swift until this Jay-Z stuff comes to Spotify.
I'll listen to my Taylor Swift even after this Jay-Z stuff
Okay,
comes
we need to get back
Spotify.
on track.
Okay, let's get back on track. Yes. My promo pick of the week. It is not the one that is on the script. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm going the interview session for the video game WWE 13. This interview thing was released in 2012. It was when CM Punk was the WWE champion, and sitting across from him was the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold
My
Steve
two
Austin.
favorites of all time.
I was listening to a segment on Stone Cold's podcast, and he was asked, "Was this work or shoot?" He said, "Straight up shoot." And I watched it last night. It was pretty intense.
One of the best promos ever.
It was pretty intense. It reminded me of Rock Austin before WrestleMania 17. That sit down thing
If
they
you
did
remember
with
one
JR.
segment we did do What's Your Dream match, I did say this match, and I quoted this here promo
Yes,
because this is amazing.
it was very good.
I don't think I've seen it, so I will need to watch it right after we stop recording.
Austin said the only reason I don't think I can do the voice.
He's
now.
gonna drop him on that neck of whatever stack of dimes, whatever he calls it.
He's-
Okay, I
he
can't
said-
do Austin
Just
voice either.
botched it.
He said the only reason why you have that championship is because I haven't gone after it yet. And Punk said he would survive in Austin's locker room and do better than him. So that
Wow.
it was heat. I mean, Punk's
Wasn't JR there too?
yeah.
Yeah, see,
Punk
so-
tried to shake his hand and Austin just looked at him like, I'm about to kick this some.
This is when CM Punk's the champion, by the way.
Yes, when he's the WWE
So
champ.
he's talking about taking that little title off his shoulder.
I mean, Austin, you could tell he was getting heated. Punk, he was calm, cool, collected, and arrogant. It was great.
I feel like that's like the one match Austin would have came back for
Oh,
is
man.
against CM
Would
Punk.
have been a good one. That would have been the
that
one.
would have there's your main event, Punk.
Because
I know you always wanted the main event. Mania.
Austin's not coming back for nothing. He wants something he can sink his teeth into, and that's something he could do.
The promos. Oh my god.
Oh, it'd be
Give
so
me
much
like a 5-week build to that.
5 week. I want like a 8 week.
Even
fun.
longer.
Once in a lifetime.
'Cause-
Build it after Royal Rumble. Just go all the way after SummerSlam.
I mean, because Punk, he kind of says the same thing every promo, but it's always different in a way.
He's making similar points, but
I
in
know.
different ways.
I loved it.
your arms are too short to box with God.
I said that to somebody once after I heard that promo.
You are the New York Yankees.
I said that once. A lot of the stuff Punk has said in promos, I've said to people.
No, they're great. How many people have you called Paul Levesque?
Nobody.
Yeah.
But I remember one Punk promo, somebody was like, I'm going to kick your ass. And he was like, well, fantastic. I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
I went out and said that to somebody. But that was a really great promo. Match pick of the week. I told you we're getting old school here. This is Japan for all you Japan marks.
All Japan?
It's
New Japan?
I don't know. You guys can go watch this and explode with your Mark milk. Dusty Rhodes versus Andre the Giant, May 24th, 1980, in Japan.
Which Japan? Just WCW? What is it?
You'll have to watch to find out.
Come on, I want
Where in Japan?
Just type in
Is it
Dusty Rhodes versus Andre the
Is it
Giant.
Tokyo, Osaka?
I don't know. You have to watch to find out, guys.
Tokyo Dome.
I'm not a
Ryogoku
dirt
Hall?
sheet. I'm not here with the spoilers. All right, and also our sponsors, Lothian.
Spoilers. It was
Shout
in
out to all the fans in
1980.
Japan.
How can you spoil something from 1980?
Our sponsor.
Shout out to all our fans in Japan if we have any.
I know hey, Japan, maybe the UK. I know it's big over there. Some Progress Wrestling fans, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Our sponsor is Lothian Productions since we record here. And guys, pretty soon we're going to be taking this on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in about August, we will not be recording at Chabot anymore.
We will be recording in
Who knows?
somewhere.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Closets across America.
Yes.
A closet near you.
In
Your closet.
Yeah. All right. Follow us on Twitter at BulletCast. Tweet us questions. DM us.
Slide on in.
The BulletCast is our Instagram. DM us, all that stuff. YouTube is The BulletCast. Email us. BulletCast2 is in the number 2 suite. SWEET@gmail.com. Guys, any closing remarks for the week of professional wrestling?
It's been a good week.
It has. I'm excited because the balls are coming.
And
I'm
they're
excited.
coming strong.
Yes, they
Right
are.
at your face.
Right at your face. APW is coming up. I'm excited for that. As always, they put on a great show. Marcus Mack, great promoters, really brought that place on the up and up.
You want to send us some comp tickets. We're out here.
Hey, man, we out here.
Ringside,
Ringside.
I can take some photos for you. I'm a photographer.
Man.
Shout out
I got
to
a
Lothian.
camera.
Shout out to Lothian
I
Productions.
know how cameras work.
I know, man. Hashtag PhotoPhil. I'm out here with the photography as well. All right. Anything else, boys? All right. Well, as always, we're not a good podcast. We're not a bad podcast. We are the podcast, Bulletcast. This is our yard now.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.